Afternoon. This is Esme here, about to present my interim presentation for Assessment Task 3, Super Graphics for a Social Change. The aim of this presentation is to establish a clear direction in which I will be pursuing with regards to my design of the Homey Super Graphic. I'll be taking you through my design process and explaining everything. Stage 1 is research. A little bit about the client. Homey is a not-for-profit clothing brand and social enterprise whose mission it is to support young people affected by homelessness or hardship, to equip them with skills, confidence, and experiences to be more work-ready and better prepared for their future. In order to collect inspiration and visual guides for this task, I used Pinterest to put together a large pin board and a variety of images, which I then sorted into smaller, more manageable groups. There was a board inspired by paint splatters, simple figures, people-based designs, or more correctly, portraits, detailed patterns, line work, geometry, geometric designs, bold patterns, and typography. I wanted to find images that were really youthful, colourful, and fun, and that aligned with the Homey brand. From here, I was able to further refine them into 3 different stylescapes. This is my first stylescape that I have explored. Its overarching theme is heavily dependent on typographic elements. I included these images as I thought they were all beautiful works of art. Through a design such as these ones seen on screen, I'd be able to embed Homey's catchphrases such as empowering champions of the future and a label for the streets into the design seamlessly. A design inspired by this theme would present features such as high amounts of varied typography and vivid colour palettes. This is my second stylescape, and I kept the focus on detailed patterns with somewhat surrealistic imagery. I've included these images because, once again, I thought that they were all really beautiful to look at and really intriguing. My thoughts behind this idea were to engage interest within viewers through an impactful imagery, and this may encourage people to want to go and find out more about Homey and what they stand for. A design inspired by this theme would present features such as bright and bold colours, detailed patterns, and surrealistic imagery. This is my third stylescape. I thought it would be interesting to explore portraiture, and more specifically the expressions upon people's faces that receive help from Homey. I'll try to capture the hope that is given back to the youths by Homey's programs. A design inspired by this theme would present features such as a portrait with bright colours and perhaps a grayscale to visually show the progression from a dark place to a brighter one. Stage 2 is my concept development through the use of thumbnail sketches. I intend for my super graphic to be placed on the side of a large van, so therefore I drew all my sketches within a rectangular shape on the side view of a van. Here you can see I drew 3 separate options based on my first stylescape typographic. The first option explores a road surrounded by neon signs that all read different elements directly correlating to Homey and what they stand for. I like to think of this as a visual representation of a road to success, as Homey is able to guide young people to a healthy and successful lifestyle. I would be including a lot of different fonts and letter styles with this choice. Option 2 explores a youthful face that is completely made up of the Homey logo, repeatedly written over and over again. The hair together with a background would consist of Homey's values and catchphrases. Homey's values is transparency, integrity, creativity, and respect. Option 3 highlights the Homey logo front and center in a bold 3D style. The background would also be made up of Homey's catchphrases and 4 values. Moving on to my sketches based on my second stylescape, you can see that the first option seems a bit chaotic and high energy. It would be created through doing collaging techniques and meshing different elements together. I didn't really like the way this one came out, as I think it was a bit too many different elements, and it has it's a bit overwhelming for people to look at. The second option is a bit more cohesive and a detailed pattern. I really liked this one actually. All the different patterns work really well, and the Homey logo is clearly visible as I've left like a negative space surrounding it, making it very easy to see and very identifiable. Option 3 is very different to the other two I drew, as it's based on more of a surrealistic idea which I wanted to explore. I think that the flowers and the filigree patterns have a really youthful quality to them, as well as creating a smooth and flowing composition. This is why I would like to further refine this option. And finally, here we are at my thumbnail sketches inspired by my third stylescape. This first option features two different faces, one that is scared and unsure and is split in half, whilst the second one is hopeful and smiling, emerging through the split face. The idea behind this imagery is to portray the idea of shedding past difficulties and emerging stronger and ready to be more successful. This is how some of the youths feel when given the unique opportunities from Homey. Option 2 is a little bit more simplistic, but is effective in the way that it clearly sends a message that Homey empowers the people that they help. For the face I used in this design, I found a woman's image from the About Us page on the Homey website and thought that she would be a good representative of the organisation. Option 3 is also quite simplistic, featuring two half faces on each side of the canvas, one representing the stage in the Homey's targeted audience's life before they're given the life-changing opportunities and afterwards. It also features the logo twice in the centre, making it easy for people to know that this is a Homey super graphic. My refined concept sketches. In conclusion, I decided that after refining these concepts, I will pursue the second design, as I think it has the most potential and strongest composition. I also think that it really truly fits with Homey's value of creativity. And yeah, that's it for my presentation. Thank you very much for listening. Bye.